Alright guys, what's up? So this is a review of the Zaopin Z2. It's the newest mouse from Zaopin. It's a new shape. They have the Z1, which is an egg-shaped mouse. This is now their new mouse. So before we get into it, let's just talk about what's in the box. So it comes with the standard black braided cable. You get a bag with extra grips and skates. So this skate, you'll see, will have the screw exposed, so if you want to open the mouse, you don't have to remove the skates, which is pretty nice. And the stock skates are alright, nothing special, but it's cool. Then you get a unusable screwdriver to open up the mouse. I wouldn't even try attempting to use this, just use a different screwdriver if you have to. And then you get this pouch to carry your mouse in, which is pretty cool. I haven't really seen any other mice companies have something like this. So yeah, and then in terms of shape, so if you look at it from right here, it honestly kind of looks like a GPX, but then if you turn it around, you see, I saw someone call this a melted GPX, and honestly, that's kind of funny. It is kind of like that. So this shape ends up being, I think, a little taller than the GPX, but overall it's a very similar shape. It kind of turns it into a more subtle ergo. So I think, yeah, so this is, at the end of the day, like an ergo shape to like get you into ergo shapes. Like, it's not like the basilisk right here, which has like it's really long, it's big for only palm, it has the thumb rest, but this still is an ergo. It still gets you, it still like forces you in a way to use palm. You can use claw, but I think it's really meant as a palm grip for like medium to like small large hands. Like if you have really large hands, this shape might not be for you. You might want to go for like a G502 shape or a basilisk, but then you're gonna have a heavyweight. There are bigger ergo mouses like the Pulsar V3 large, but this is more of like a very subtle ergo. It's like a regular shaped mouse, like let's say the Ajaz 139 Pro, but it kind of like it's a little taller on one side and then slanted to give you that ergo feel. But you can see the Ajaz is actually kind of longer because this is more of a medium size. This is like a medium size ergo. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the shape. So in terms of specs, it has a PAW 3395, a 4K Nordic 52810 chip. It supports Bluetooth, wired, has the modes and the DPI right here. And it has TTC Gold 60 million quick switches. In terms of the coating, so it has a very nice rubbery coating. If you get really sweaty, this coating won't be for you. But if you just have like normal hands, don't get too sweaty, it's a very solid coating. I definitely like it more than the VXC coating, which I don't really find comfortable. A lot of people like it. Like I feel like I have to use the grips on this mouse, and on this one I really like the coating. So also I mentioned the switches a second ago, so I actually took them out because this mouse is hot swappable. So I changed it to these 120 mil clicks from Huano. I actually really like these new switches. So the hot swappability feature, it's not something you're going to be changing on the daily, your switches, but it's a really nice feature. I really like the addition to it. Also, I mentioned skates before. The stock skates are fine. I ended up just using dot skates because I just like dot skates better, especially on the SkyPad. In terms of durability, this is solid. I mean, it's built pretty solid. It's built like a brick. You're not gonna have any issues with it. You're not gonna stubby squeeze it. Really built well. Really good build quality. In terms of weight, this comes in at 65 plus 1, so it could be 65, 66. My unit came in at 66, and then with the dots now it's about 64. So obviously it's not the lightest mouse. I don't think if you want like a super light mouse, like this is a 49 gram mouse, this feels completely different. Go for a lighter mouse, but I don't think 64 is heavy, 65. Like when I'm gaming, like especially because this is bigger than some of the lighter mouse, when I'm gaming I don't really feel much of a difference. Like a lighter mouse, a lot of people are going to like it better. I do still like the lighter mouse better. but this isn't game changing. Like this Ergo mouse is 106. Like obviously that's bad, but I don't really think for a bigger mouse 64, 65 is that bad. But obviously if you want a lighter mouse, then don't get this. It also does have a 500 milliamp hour battery, so you could definitely get like a 250, 300 milliamp hour battery and probably get it like 50 to like 59 grams, 60 grams. In terms of performance, so in gaming, this is 4K. It felt pretty responsive, felt pretty good, just like both of these mice felt great. Like I can't really tell much of a difference between 4K and 1K. There is a difference, but this is a very good responsive mouse. I had no performance issues with it. So yeah, it is going to be a good gaming mouse. In terms of software, so the software is really hard to find. I had to find the link on Reddit. If I could find the software link, I will put it in the description. The software is not a cloud-based software. It is downloadable. Some of you guys might like that. Like the software does the job. It's not the best. So in terms of price, this has a really good price for having a good coding and good build quality. It's $60 on MetKeys. You could also use my code SPEC5 or a different creator's code, and you'll get an additional $5 off. So for $55, this is a really solid mouse, and I really think if you guys want like a good mouse for gaming and work, this is it. Or like obviously it depends if you guys are going to want an Ergo mouse, but this is also a really good entry into Ergo mice because it's a very subtle Ergo. It's not like you're getting something crazy like a G502. You're just getting something that has like a taller side to make you kind of be using palm grip. So at the end of the day, my overall thoughts, this is a solid mouse. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for pro gamers who want a lighter mouse, who want a shape which they could do claw well. I think this is for more average gamers or people who want a comfortable work mouse that is also going to be a nice light gaming mouse. But yeah, I can easily recommend this. I'll link it in the description. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.